Good morning, everyone. Hi there, welcome. Daphne Walbridge here from the First Year Principal. Happy Monday. So if you're new to my page, welcome. Let me know where you're listening from. Type in your name and you know where you're living, where you are right now. So I help new principals or first year principals not only survive, but thrive as new educational leaders. And I do this by tapping into conscious leadership, creativity, and connection. So today I want to talk about something you might find like, why is she talking about this now? Because we're just heading into summer vacation soon. I'm going to talk about according to me, the three top things or actions a new principal should take. What actions should you take when you first get your principalship, your first principalship? Because if you're like me, I remember feeling this. I was excited. I was nervous. I felt a little bit overwhelmed because all of a sudden I knew I had the responsibility of a school. I had two schools actually, and I didn't know where to start. So I thought maybe I could share my experience with you this morning, and I could share my top 3 actions, and maybe this could help you, start your principalship off on the right foot with confidence and with a sense of control, because sometimes we feel a little bit out of control. There's so many things coming at us our way. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because I know that a lot of you might be, going for interviews right now to land your first principalship, and you might get the news this summer that you become a principal. That's what happened to me last year. I got the news mid-July. So you can become a principal any time of the year, basically. Okay, so this is always good to know, and I'm going to share with you my top 3 actions. So if this sounds like a plan, and my dog is just barking because she's probably seeing another dog walk in front of the window. Sorry about that. So if this sounds like a plan, you give me a thumbs up, okay? So first things first, find a mentor. Your board might assign a mentor to you. So this would be another principal who has quite a few years experience and knows the ropes, and that's perfect. You can go with that if your values aligned, if your way of leading aligns as well. Or you can also be proactive if you already know principals in this board, and you might want to approach somebody with whom you could work well with. So that's what I did. I had a friend and a colleague who had been a principal for 13 years, and his way of leading aligned with my values. We had a good chemistry, and sure enough, it was a very profitable partnership, and still is to this day. So that is your number one. The number one thing you should do: find a mentor, because this will help you feel supported. It will help you feel that you're not alone, and it's going to help you calm the overwhelm. It's going to help you calm the feeling that you might be an imposter, or that you're not worthy of this, because this person will validate your feelings. He or she will support you and will give you the answers you need quickly, so you don't lose that energy due to nerves and uncertainty. Okay, so if this resonates with you, type in yes, yes. I want to know if this resonates with you. Okay, number 1, get a mentor. Number 2, talk to your janitor. Get into the school, okay, and start, if this is happening during the summertime, you're going to get the keys, you're going to walk into that school, and you're going to look around, and I invite you to talk with your janitor. You might have more than one janitor. Talk to all of them. Why am I telling you to do this? You probably know, but I'm gonna spell it out just in case. Janitors know the school culture, They observe so many things. They know the dynamic between staff and administration. They know the routines. They know the ins and outs, the nooks and crannies of every inch of the school. Okay? So if you want to know what's happening in your school and you want to get the vibe of what's working and what might not be working, talk with your janitor. Ask open-ended questions like, how do you like working here? What's the culture like? What's one positive thing you can say about the school? What needs improvement? You know, general questions like this, nothing that will intimidate them, but you know, trust me, you give them the chance to express themselves, they are going to open up and they're going to be happy to share their thoughts with you. I had this experience, and thanks to walking into my school during the summer and chatting with my janitor and, you know, developing that bond, we were able to work through different little issues that might have been irritants or challenges. What went well, I made sure to keep up with those practices. So it gives you a feel for the school before you actually start the school year. Okay, so that's a really, really important one. Your secretary is also another good person to talk to. I know that in our board, our janitors are there all summer, so I got a chance to speak with my janitor. But people who are pillars within the school, who stay there and who get a chance to interact with everyone, normally have the right pulse and really can give you the lay of the land. Okay, that was number 2. Speak to your janitor and get the pulse. Number 3, make an appointment with the finance department of your board and look over your school budget. So meet with this person, sit with them, and get that Excel sheet printed and look through your budget and have them explain to you what this whole spreadsheet means, how much money you have, where you would prioritize normally. You have a lot of flexibility as a principal, but this is one thing I did because for me personally, the budget was something that made me nervous. I wasn't used to dealing with these big budgets, and I wanted to be fair and allocate the funds accordingly. And I wanted to make sure I stayed in the black, right? So meeting with this person from day one and looking at your records and what you have, you will know what you're working with, what you're dealing with, and you'll also be able to maybe create a grander vision, a bigger plan for what projects you might like to put in place with your team, and where you'd like to invest. So this is something that's really important. So make sure to go over your budget. So these are the 3 things I did. So I found a mentor, I spoke with my janitor and really got a lay of the land for the school. And I also met with our finance department at the board, and I went over my school budgets. I had 2 schools, so I went over both budgets to make sure I fully understood what I was getting into and what I needed to work with. Okay, so if this makes sense, if this is something you see doing for yourself as you step into your first principalship, let me know. Please share your thoughts, because this is something that will help you start off your principalship with confidence and with a sense of control, like I mentioned before, and you're gonna feel, like you belong and that you're moving forward from day one. And that's what we want. I want to give you these videos. I'm here to offer some little lessons that I've gone through, some lessons I've learned, and that will get you an instant win. You're going to feel like you're moving forward because you're not watching these videos just to watch them. You're actually watching them to learn. So I want to give you a quick win, and I hope these strategies will give you that. You can do all of them, or you can pick 1 or 2. It's up to you. You have to do you have to do what's right for you. Okay, so please let me know if you're watching the replay. Type in #replay and leave your thoughts below, and I'll connect with you. Okay, so have a great day, everyone, and I will see you Wednesday for the next coaching session, the next lesson, and I can't wait. Bye for now.